The Game Time Advantage with Steve Sharp.
For our final story tonight, we go to the Ohio Valley, where an otherwise normal middle school football coach has sparked a movement that is changing the way people look at sports and changing lives. Instead of the now typical win-at-all-cost attitude, sports are returning to their roots, where they are seen as a means to an end and not just the end in itself. This new cadre of coaches is focused on developing their players into men through forming and practicing virtue, both on and off the field. John Morales has the story.
In our sports culture today, young athletes are looking to professional players, coaches, and their own coaches as role models. And many times, this is what they're seeing. But on a warm fall afternoon, something unique is happening on this playing field.
Who can tell me what a man is?
Here at St. Agnes Middle School in Louisville, Kentucky, success isn't measured in league championships, which they have their fair share of. Instead, their focus is on forming authentic men and leaders through living virtue.
Virtue is what America is founded on. If you go into our public school system, as late as 1940s, they were teaching virtue. They were teaching respect, generosity, responsibility.
One of the men at the heart of this movement is Coach Paul Passafume. As the head coach of the St. Agnes Saints Middle School football team for the past 14 years, he has realized more and more the importance of his role as a coach in his players' lives and has made it a priority to not just teach football, but to take full advantage of his time with his players and work to change their lives.
The one place that the kids are still looking to is they're looking to their coach. They look to their coach. So if their coach is a man of integrity, if he is a man of virtue, if he's a generous man, if he's a charitable man, if he's a respectful man, then they're going to be attracted to that.
I was really excited about going to play for Coach Passion because I just heard so much about how he coaches, and not only coaching, but how he prepares you for everything else. Everything about it just excited me. Just to not only get better at football, but to be better as a person.
Joe Lukens, the former Ohio State and professional football player, knows firsthand the incredible impact that coaches can have on their players' lives. Following a 2004 meeting with Coach Paul Passafume, a program was begun for building boys into men through an uncommon style of coaching, a program that has developed into something called SportsLeader.
Every coach knows this on some level, that they have the responsibility, not really the obligation, to help these young boys become men. And that's what SportsLeader does. It gives them the customizable program to help them do that.
From its humble beginnings, the SportsLeader program is spreading quickly and is impacting athletes and coaches alike.
Just right up front, we need SportsLeader everywhere. Win or lose, no matter, we don't have to win a state championship, but we had better produce authentic men. They're going to be models for everybody else. And that's why I love SportsLeader. It's something that as a coach I've kind of innately felt about football, about coaching and the responsibilities we had. But prior to SportsLeader, I didn't have that real defined outline to give me the tools to say what I need to say. Even though I can kind of make it my own, it gives me a process and in the baby steps to get them there.
Bruce Cyphers, head football coach at Roncalli High School in Indianapolis, winner of numerous Coach of the Year honors and 6 Indiana State football championships, has been running this SportsLeader program with all his teams since 2006.
We want our young men to be respectful to their teachers and to their elders. We want our young people to love and honor their parents. We want our young people just to be good young men and productive members of society. That's first and foremost. Before we began working through SportsLeader, I think we did a decent job of trying to emphasize the right priorities. And SportsLeader, I think, has helped kind of pull that together.
You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not a brotherhood with your teammates and you're not a team, you're not going to win. And SportsLeader, it helps create team unity and help everybody come together as one.
An entire football league in Ohio has begun to run SportsLeader, and it's changed their whole program.
We wouldn't be where we are today without SportsLeader, absolutely.
The Stallions coaching staff's involvement in the SportsLeader program has helped them to better understand their role as coaches and how to have a lasting impact on their players.
My goal here, not only as a coach but as a person, is that when all these kids go through this program, you know, they'll remember this Coach Todd, who maybe taught me a little bit about courage, taught me a little bit about charity, you know, taught me something about humility. And I think us as coaches, we benefit from that too.
But football isn't the only sport. SportsLeader has been run in basketball, baseball, cross country, volleyball, and more.
As a college coach of over 30 years, I've had a chance to work with a lot of young men, and in many cases they come to me with all sorts of issues and things. And I think I've focused a lot on trying to work on developing character, but not with the purpose and I think the organization that SportsLeader provides.
When you start to see other people outside the program that look at your kids, and this could be their parents as well, and they say, there's something different about your guys. They work so well together. Or a mom that comes home and says, or comes to the field and says, what are you doing to him? I could never get him to clean his room or take out the trash, and now all of a sudden he's doing it without me asking. And you start to get that positive feedback, and it's got to have a positive effect on your success as a program.
You know, it's not just about sports. It's about our future. It's about forming our leaders for the future. These young boys we have today on the sport field, they're going to be our future husbands, our future politicians, our future lawyers, our future doctors, our future teachers, our future coaches. We have to teach them. We have to teach them to be men of virtue so that they can be true leaders.
Man, John, this sounds great. Is this for real?
Steve, it absolutely is for real. The most amazing part of this program is that it actually works.
All right, so why do you think virtue strikes such a chord with these coaches and players?
I think there's a real need for it today. The coaches understand that they need it. Joe Lukens, as you heard in the piece, talked about how the coaches have a responsibility to their players. And oftentimes they need some help in implementing these plans, and that's where SportsLeader comes in.
Right. All right, so how does it actually work?
It's truly amazing in its simplicity. The coaches simply give talks to their players before practice. They also spend some time one-on-one mentoring with these youngsters, and then SportsLeader shows them exactly how to do all the rest.
It fits seamlessly into a practice.
It fits perfectly during the flow of football practice, but the good news is that it's not just for football. It works with all the different sports, and it's not just designed for Catholic schools. It's good for public schools, for Christian leagues. All these types of schools and organizations have experienced a lot of great success stories from SportsLeader.
All right, and so it's for all ages, right?
Absolutely, from kindergarten all the way to college.
If someone is watching this tonight and they want to find out more about SportsLeader, how do they do that?
Real simple. They just go to the website, and that's www.sportsleader.org.
John, great story. Thank you. I know we'll be hearing a lot about the success of SportsLeader in the months to come.
Thanks, Steve.
All right. That's it for this edition of the Game Time Advantage. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.